Have you ever had that one thing you wanted as a kid? Something you always wanted but never got as a kid? Maybe it was a toy that you begged for but never got because of reasons you didn't understand as a kid. Or maybe you had it all along and you don't relate to this intro at all. Well, this is awkward. Growing up, we all saw the commercials for toys and were fascinated by the toys in the commercials. The way they made the toys look so cool and amazing was honestly really amazing. Regardless of if you had these toys or not, these commercials made you want to have the toys they were advertising. I don't know what it was, but toy commercials just had this way of making you feel when you saw the commercials. It was almost whimsical in some sort of way, and it's something that a lot of toy commercials are missing today. And also, the toys back then were something kids would actually want, unlike these weird, probably AI-generated toys. I'm not saying toys today suck or anything, but honestly, I feel like some of them lack the charm and whimsy that we had as kids when it comes to toys, and the care put into them. Or maybe I'm just old, I don't know. So today, we're doing this now, I want to talk about my favorite toys of back in the day. Or the toys of back in the day, I don't know. Also, before we start, thank you for watching. And if you like this video, leave a like and maybe subscribe. Look, I would have left this part for the end of the video, but I felt like it was easier to do it now. So I'm doing it now. But with that out of the way, on with the stuff.
Say hello to the Pillow Pets.
It's a pillow. It's a pet. It's a pillow pet.
Pillow Pet.
Pillow Pets, created by Jennifer Telfer, are plush toys that function as both a plaything and a pillow, hence the name. Pillow Pets were created when Jennifer noticed that her oldest son, who was 7 at the time, would flatten out his plush toys so he could sleep on them. They first came out in 2003 and are still around to this day. They have a mix of both original and collab Pillow Pets. We got the Ladybug, the Strawberry Cow, the Playful Penguin, Sonic the Hedgehog, Spider-Man, Toy Story, and even Five Nights at Freddy's? For some reason? Look at the Chica one they made though. I love her. Anyway, I always wanted a pillow pet. I think I had one, though, when I was younger, but I don't remember what happened to it. I don't know, maybe it just fucking died, I don't know. The most iconic thing about Pillow Pets has to be the 2009 infomercial. It's the reason I'm making this video, because I just remembered it existed and I started thinking about how much I loved it as a kid. This commercial is truly iconic. Pillow Pets are honestly one of, if not the most iconic stuffed toys out there.
Wake up, Zuzu Pets!
Zuzu Pets go here and there.
Zuzu Pets were created by Russ Hornsby and released in 2009. What are Zuzu Pets, I hear you asking? Well, calm down, you're a little loud. But Zuzu Pets are basically motorized collectible pets without the mess. They were around from 2009 to 2012. Although a revival was announced in 2015, it was released in late 2016 with a TV show called Polly and the Zuzu Pets, but was later renamed to the Zuzus after people thought it was a collaboration between Polly Pocket and the Zuzu Pets brand. Zuzu Pets also had a lot of other things like direct-to-DVD movies, video games, a TV show as previously mentioned. Also, apparently they got into some controversy in 2009. Basically, a consumer group I forgot to learn the name of claimed that there was a hazardous amount of a toxic substance in the toys that caused vomiting and lung and heart problems. Crazy, right? They also made a boy version of Zuzu Pets called Kung Zu. Anyway, I don't remember if I had any Zuzu Pets, but I think my sister had some, I believe. Don't know what happened to them, though. Probably died. Also, there's a Zuzu Pets Instagram account. Isn't that neat?
A man has fallen into the river in Lego City. Start the new rescue helicopter. Hey! Build the helicopter.
When you think of one of the titans of the toy industry, what pops into your head? And if your answer wasn't Lego, then I don't really know what to say. This is really awkward now. Created by Ole Kirk Christensen, Lego first started out making wooden toys. But over time, the company would change and they started making plastic toys, which eventually turned into plastic bricks. And you probably know where this is going at this point. Lego has been going strong since 1958, and it's become a staple of creativity and play ever since. Honestly, I love Legos. Always have. These little bricks make me go bonkers for some reason, and I'm not the only one. These little bricks have got a hold of the entire world, and they've developed many themes over the years. Do you guys remember the SpongeBob sets? I miss those. I wish they would come back. Lego has also had a lot of video games over the years, like Lego Star Wars The Complete Saga and the Lego Avengers game. Lego is so popular, in fact, that it even has its own movie. Or movies. Lego has been around for years, and hopefully it will be around for generations to come.
Monster High welcomes our new ghouls.
Another gem growing up was Monster High. Created by Garrett Sander, Monster High was inspired by monster movies and the sci-fi horror. The dolls themselves had a more gothic 2000s fashion look to them, which made them stand out amongst the competition. Monster High also had direct-to-DVD movies like Monster High Ghouls Rule. They also had some video games and a TV show. And Monster High is still around to this day. The new generation introduced new body types, which is cool. But they made Connie look like this, which is a choice, but whatever. Honestly, I was really fond of Monster High. I remember watching the TV show at my grandma's house, and I remember watching the movies at some point. Also, my sister had some of the dolls, but I don't know what happened to them. I don't know, maybe they died. Overall, Monster High was a very unique toy line, with unique characters that will always be on our hearts. So I'm not really sure if this next one counts as nostalgic to anyone else but me, but I'm gonna do it anyway, because fuck you, it's my video. In December of 2009, one game was released that would shake the gaming world to its core. That game was Angry Birds. Finally, I figured out a way to talk about this game franchise. Before Rovio got rid of most of the Angry Birds games off the App Store, Angry Birds was extremely popular, and merchandise would follow 2 years later, and were released in about 2010, I think. And more followed. We had figures, board games, t-shirts, etc. I loved the Angry Birds stuff as a kid. I had a lot of the plushies, and I even still have some of them. Look, I gave the red bird a little hat. Anyway, I believe you can still find the Angry Birds plushies on Amazon, but I don't really know, so don't quote me on that. Angry Birds was a big part of my childhood, and I do miss the original game sometimes. It was a huge part of my childhood, and I hope the games come back soon.
My little pony, my little pony, comb and brush her hair. My little pony, my little pony.
My Little Pony was created in 1981 by Bonnie Zach Laurel. I don't know if I said that right. Charles Moonshinger. I don't think I said that right at all. And Stephen Daguano. But the original My Little Pony isn't what we're going to talk about today, so...
My little pony, my little pony.
Ah, there we go. Created by Lauren, Joanna, Faust, My Little Pony Friendship is Magic was first aired on October 10th, 2010. And the show was extremely popular with kids and adults alike. The show spawned many seasons that lasted until 2019. And with any popular kids show, a large storyline would follow as the show went on throughout the 2010s. Honestly, I get why the show blew up in the way it did. It was just a really good show that didn't talk down to its audience, and it generally was entertaining. Overall, My Little Pony was and still is an amazing show that delighted a generation of kids and adults alike. Originally, I was not going to talk about FNAF in this video, but shut up. Five Nights at Freddy's was created by Scott Cawthon. The game blew up, and in 2015, the game got its first wave of plushies by Sanchi. But Sanchi was not the only ones dipping their metaphorical toes into the FNAF pool. There was also Funko. Released in late 2015, Funko made some of the first FNAF merch to be made. Well, not the first exactly, but they were one of the first to make some. Now, this probably might come as a big shocker to some, but I'm a very big fan of FNAF. I remember when the first waves of FNAF products were coming out. I was like 14 at the time, maybe, and I remember being so hyped up for these toys. I remember having the, original Chica that they made, but it's in storage now. But I have this Shadow Freddy plushie that I believe was exclusive to Hot Topic. Oh, look at him. I also had most of the first wave action figures, but they are missing parts by now. Sad, but at least they were loved. FNAF has had a lot of merch over the years, and I'm excited to see what comes next for the series. And those were just some of the nostalgic toys of your childhood. Probably. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, it's more like my childhood, but whatever, I don't know. I wasn't there for your childhood. So like your dad. Toys were a huge part of growing up for many of us. Not only do they hold fond memories of our childhood, but they also carry years of play with them. And every generation will have toys that they fondly remember playing with. And I hope every kid has the opportunity to grow up with toys that they fondly remember playing with. If you had any toys that you played with that I didn't mention, maybe comment them in the comment section below. Again, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time.